Most people dream about becoming rich. They imagine living in luxury houses, driving expensive cars, traveling the world, and never worrying about money again. But here's the shocking reality. The majority of people will work their entire lives and still remain financially trapped. Not because they are lazy, not because they are stupid, and not because success is impossible. The real reason is much deeper than that. Every single day, millions of people wake up early in the morning, go to work, come home exhausted, repeat the same routine again and again, hoping that one day their life will magically change. But years pass, nothing changes. The salary increases a little. Bills increase even more. Stress becomes normal. Dreams slowly disappear. And without realizing it, most people become stuck in a cycle they can never escape. Why? Because from childhood, people are taught how to survive, but never taught how to build wealth. Schools teach math, science, and history, but almost never teach financial intelligence. Nobody teaches you how money works. Nobody teaches you investing. Nobody teaches you assets, passive income, or wealth creation. Instead, society teaches one thing. Go to school, get a job, work for 40 years, and everything will be okay. But in today's world, that formula is broken. Look around carefully. Some people earn small incomes and still become financially successful, while others earn thousands every month, yet stay broke forever. So what creates the difference? It's not luck, it's mindset. Most people spend money to look rich. Rich people use money to become richer. That single difference changes everything. The average person buys liabilities, expensive phones, branded clothes, luxury items they cannot truly afford. They chase temporary happiness while ignoring long-term freedom. Meanwhile, wealthy people think differently. They buy assets. They invest. They build businesses. They make their money work for them instead of working for money forever. And perhaps the biggest reason most people never become rich is fear. Fear of failure. Fear of losing money. Fear of starting something new. Fear of being judged by others. So they stay comfortable. But comfort is dangerous because comfort creates average lives. Many people say they want success, but their daily habits move them in the opposite direction. They waste hours scrolling social media. They spend more time watching other people become successful than working on their own future. And slowly, distraction becomes addiction. Years later, they wonder why nothing changed. The truth is, becoming rich is not only about money. It's about discipline, patience, knowledge, sacrifice, and thinking differently from the crowd. Most people want fast success, but wealth is usually built slowly. Behind every successful millionaire are years of unseen hard work, failures, sleepless nights, risks, and smart decisions. But social media only shows the final result. People see the luxury car, but not the struggle behind it. And that creates another dangerous trap: comparison. Instead of building their own journey, people compare themselves to others and lose motivation. But wealth is not a race, it's a long-term game. The people who win financially are usually not the smartest people in the room. They are simply the people who understand money better than others and stay consistent for years. So if you truly want to become rich, the first step is changing the way you think. Because until your mindset changes, your financial situation rarely will. And maybe that is the exact reason why most people never become rich. After understanding why most people never become rich, the next question becomes even more important. What actually separates wealthy people from everyone else? The answer is not hidden in luck, family background, or intelligence alone. In fact, many rich people started with nothing. Some grew up in small homes. Some failed in business multiple times. Some were rejected, ignored, and underestimated by everyone around them. Yet somehow, they still became successful. Why? Because they understood one powerful truth. Money follows value. Most people spend their entire lives working for money, but wealthy people focus on becoming valuable first. Think about it carefully. The people earning the highest incomes today are usually solving problems for millions of others. Business owners solve needs. Investors solve financial gaps. Content creators solve entertainment or educational problems. Entrepreneurs create systems that make life easier. The bigger the value you create, the more money flows toward you. But most people never think this way. Instead of asking, how can I become more valuable? They ask, how can I make quick money? And that mindset keeps them trapped, because quick money usually disappears quickly too. Real wealth is built through long-term thinking. This is where patience becomes powerful. Most people give up too early. They start a business for 2 months and quit. They try learning a skill for 1 week and stop. They invest a little money, don't become rich overnight, and lose motivation. But wealthy people understand something different. Small, consistent actions create massive results over time. A single tree does not grow in one day. In the same way, financial success takes time. The problem is, modern society has destroyed patience. Everything today is instant. Instant food, instant entertainment, instant delivery, instant dopamine. So people expect instant success too. But life doesn't work that way. Behind every successful person are years where nobody believed in them. There were moments when they felt tired, moments when they doubted themselves, moments when failure seemed permanent, but they continued anyway. That persistence is what separates winners from everyone else. Another reason most people never become rich is because they depend on only one source of income. This is one of the biggest financial mistakes in modern life. Imagine building your entire future on one paycheck. One company decides your salary, one boss controls your promotion, one job supports your lifestyle. Now imagine what happens if that income suddenly disappears. That is why wealthy people rarely depend on one source alone. They build multiple income streams. Some invest in businesses, some invest in stocks, some create online brands, some buy real estate, some learn high-income skills. The goal is simple: create systems where money continues to flow even when you are not actively working every hour. Because true financial freedom begins when your money starts working harder than you do. But sadly, most people spend everything they earn. No matter how much money comes in, it immediately goes out. A person earning a small income buys according to their budget. Then when they earn more, they simply upgrade their lifestyle instead of building wealth. Bigger house, more expensive car, more unnecessary spending. This is called the lifestyle trap. The more people earn, the more they spend trying to impress others. And that creates an endless cycle. Many people look rich on social media, but are drowning in debt in real life. Meanwhile, truly wealthy people often live below their means for many years. They save, they invest, they think long-term, because they understand an important rule. Being rich is not about showing wealth. It's about owning freedom. Freedom to spend time with family, freedom to travel, freedom to make choices without financial fear. And perhaps the most dangerous thing keeping people poor is a negative environment. Your environment shapes your mindset more than you realize. If you constantly stay around people who complain, avoid risks, waste money, and think negatively, eventually you start behaving the same way. But when you surround yourself with ambitious people, your thinking changes. You begin dreaming bigger. You become more disciplined. You start believing success is possible. This is why successful people protect their environment carefully. They choose what they watch, what they listen to, who they spend time with, because eventually your habits create your future, and habits are powerful. A person who saves a little consistently can become financially secure. A person who learns one valuable skill can completely change their life. A person who invests small amounts regularly can build massive wealth over time. But most people ignore small habits because results are invisible in the beginning, and that is where they fail. Success is often boring before it becomes exciting. Going to the gym daily does not show instant results. Saving money monthly does not make you rich overnight. Learning a skill daily feels slow at first, but after years of consistency, the results become unbelievable. The truth is, wealth is less about big moments and more about daily decisions. Every day you are either building your future or destroying it slowly. Every purchase matters. Every habit matters. Every hour matters. And in today's world, distractions are everywhere. Social media constantly pushes people toward comparison and consumerism. People feel pressured to buy things they do not need just to fit in. A new phone, designer clothes, luxury lifestyles. But the people who truly become wealthy often ignore trends completely. They focus on growth instead of appearance. They invest in knowledge more than entertainment, because knowledge changes income. The more you understand business, money, psychology, communication, and technology, the more valuable you become. That is why reading, learning, and improving yourself are so important. Most people spend years entertaining themselves, but very little time educating themselves. And later they wonder why their financial life never changes. At the end of the day, becoming rich is not magic. It is a combination of mindset, discipline, patience, learning, smart decisions, and long-term consistency. The sad truth is that most people already know what they should do, but they never take action. And action is what changes everything. Because dreams without action remain dreams forever. The people who become successful are usually the ones who keep moving forward even when life becomes difficult. They fail, learn, adapt, and continue. And over time, those small efforts turn into extraordinary success. So after everything we discussed, one truth becomes very clear. Most people never become rich, not because success is impossible, but because they never change the way they think, act, and manage money. Wealth is not created overnight. It's built slowly through discipline, smart decisions, patience, and consistency. The world often makes success look easy. Social media shows luxury cars, expensive watches, and glamorous lifestyles, but hides the years of struggle behind them. What you don't see are the sleepless nights, the failures, the sacrifices, the risks, the moments when successful people wanted to quit, but kept going anyway. And that is the difference. Most people stop when things become difficult. Successful people continue even when results are invisible. Remember this carefully. Your financial future is being shaped by the small decisions you make every single day. The money you spend, the habits you build, the skills you learn, the people you surround yourself with, the mindset you choose, all of it matters. If you truly want financial freedom, start thinking long-term. Stop trying to impress people who don't care about your future. Stop wasting money on temporary happiness and start investing in yourself. Learn valuable skills, read books, save money, invest wisely, take risks carefully, and most importantly, stay patient, because wealth is not a race. Some people become successful at 20, others at 40, others even later. The important thing is to keep moving forward. And never forget this. The goal is not just to become rich. The real goal is freedom, freedom from stress, freedom from financial fear, freedom to live life on your own terms. That freedom is possible for anyone willing to stay disciplined and think differently from the crowd. So starting today, ask yourself one question. Will you continue living the same cycle as everyone else? Or will you take control of your financial future before it's too late? Because the decisions you make today will decide the life you live tomorrow. And maybe years from now, you'll look back at this moment and realize this was the day everything started to change. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more amazing content. Turn on the notification bell so you never miss an upload. See you in the next video.